Welcome back to What the Fertility, the finale of season 3. I cannot believe we've made it this far. Today it's just Amanda and I. It will be a super quick recap of really the year. And I feel like every year that we do this, our break, our big hiatus that we promise ourselves gets shorter and shorter. It's like
Literally.
mid-October, right? And I think we do start recording December 4th for season 4.
No, that's so funny. I think the first time we had like a true break, it was like August to December. And then, yeah, like you said, it's just
And
shorter
then
and
yeah,
shorter.
last year we came
It's
back
also
early.
great because there's so many people that wants to record with us. So we're super grateful, but it gets crazy,
Yeah, so
especially the holidays.
yeah, so speaking of, I feel like we've gotten a lot of DMs of like, how can we record with you? You don't have anything open. So we don't. The books that we open are completely full. I think we only opened out until the end of April of 2025. So you and I probably need to go open some more because we
So
typically
there's like at
record.
least like, I mean, I don't even know. I know I flagged at least like three. So there's like for sure.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
there's a
two.
couple
So
more. So
there's so, yeah.
there's 4 months worth of recording. We do only record once a week. So we will get that open. And then another frequently asked question I feel like is like, how do we find it? How do you get to be a guest? And it's easier if you go through the link in our bio and it literally says record with us. Like that's the easiest way because a lot of the times, and Amanda is one of the email people that has like 78,000 emails on her unread emails on her
It's
phone.
so bad. And Kat and I could not be so different in that way. Like, and
I know.
again, I also, she's like a corporate girly. So she's like in checking emails. I check an email to make sure my package arrived. And I don't even probably show that it's still read. I'm like, oh, it's delivered. Like, and I don't even delete it. So, like,
Your package
if
arrived.
you're like me,
But so my whole point is if you go on our website and you try to be email besties with us right now, like we probably read it and it will be massively delayed. So go do yourself a favor and just like pick a recording time yourself. We will have those open soon.
but if you do email us, we still answer. I promise.
Oh yeah, we do. It just might
It's
take
really
a week or
bad.
two.
I'm getting better, I promise. I will check more emails.
Anytime I see those memes now where it has like the thousand or like literally like 50,000, I screenshot it and send it to you.
Literally, I'm sitting at 67,000 emails
See,
currently.
I was so close. Like, I remember, I think I said to Amanda, like, have you not seen XYZ? She's like, no. And she sent me a screenshot of her phone. I was like, what is wrong with you? And I send you a screenshot and I have like one.
It's so bad. But my life, I'm figuring it out. It's fine. Everything's
So
fine.
speaking of, yeah, so speaking of, okay, your birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, tomorrow.
So
So
when this
crazy.
airs, you will have turned your ripe age of
31.
31. Yeah, so now we're both like 30s.
I know. I'm officially not like a baby anymore, I
Right.
feel like.
Right. And you updated guest about like your whole transfer situation of like why it's not delayed, but like
I
why you chose.
I genuinely can't remember. I feel like we may have like touched on it. But basically one of the results came back because I did the M analysis. And so one of the results came back showing that I like had potential of endometriosis. So they wanted to like silence that and do everything because originally I was supposed to transfer to August. So they want to silence that and then do an autoimmune protocol. So, and then her only availability she had was in December because I'm also traveling abroad. So like it was all of these different factors that she's like, I don't want you traveling if you're going to be like doing all these
Yeah.
medications and having to do like the
Wait,
ultrasound, all this. And
what's the immune protocol that you get? I want it.
oh, well, I think you're kind of, well, no, the Lovenox, yes, you're on, but the other stuff you're not. I can read it to
Like
you.
prednisone?
Yeah, which I'm
Ah, I'm so
excited
jealous.
about because so my lupus, anytime I have any flare-ups or any extra inflammation, like I can feel it in my joints and like all this stuff,
Yeah.
they put me on prednisone and that like silences everything. So I know it works for my body really
Yeah.
well. So I'm just excited to be able to like know my lupus is and there's no like extra inflammation and like kind of like settle.
Yeah.
But okay, it's progesterone, prednisone, Pepsid. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Wait, isn't Pepsid like Claritin or no? Am I like way off? If Pepsid like
I don't know. Then I'm also on Zyrtec.
okay, maybe that's
Zyrtec, Lovenox, and Estrace.
So no, Pepsid is more like the I'm literally on Google. Yeah, that's like GI ulcers. That's like stomach acid, heartburn stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
interesting.
Bamera. but that's like, what is Femera?
I swear, if I can't have a baby, I'm gonna go ask for all of that stuff
Like,
from that's what somebody sent me DM wise. They were like, because my deal is we're just trying like
oh,
on a
letrozole.
letrozole. Okay, yeah, a lot of people are on letrozole.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's what so
Okay,
that's
well,
what
you can
that's my whole
screenshot
protocol. Yeah.
screenshot that and then send that
No.
to me. Like so many people DM'd me, they're like, why aren't you like they keep calling it a medicated cycle, but really basically it's like why aren't you like trying at home for lack of better like terminology, but being on all that kind of stuff.
100%.
So smart. I love it.
So I'm excited. I've never obviously been on a lot of those before. So no idea how I'm gonna feel. But and obviously I wasn't on it with Ben, which also like I go back and forth because I'm like, I did all of it. Like, I mean, I didn't do any of it when I got pregnant with Ben. So I'm like, I can do it without it.
I
But
yours.
obviously the last one didn't work. And I did the exact same thing and then again. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
this last embryo, we're just gonna try everything. It's not gonna hurt anything, it would only help. So I'm
exactly.
just like, whatever, I'll take whatever you give me or
Oh my
inject me with all the drugs. Like, I don't care.
Oh,
All that to say, they didn't want me doing all of that while I'm like abroad, and it just would get all crazy and like whatever. So she was like, just wait until you're home with all your travel because we just had a bunch of travel this like fall. And so our transfer is in December. Very
awesome.
long, but yes.
No, that's exciting. That was the update I wanted you to give.
Yes. Okay, well, I know you've been trying. I know last month, unfortunately, was not successful.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was like
It's so weird because like you always just get pregnant.
yeah, I literally like spiraled. I'm like I was so like, oh my God, like like I don't see and it's weird because it's like you don't see the positive pregnancy test that you always see, even though like when you see it, it causes so much more anxiety because then you have to like wait like 4 to 10 weeks to see the outcome. But then like not seeing it was like almost harder. I don't know. It was just like I was
I'm
just
sure
like
it's
about it.
confusing because you're like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Like I
Yeah.
normally get 2 lines or pregnant or whatever it says.
Yeah.
And like
Because
then you're like, is this now another whole issue that I like never had to deal with?
yeah, then I'm like spiraling like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be able to get pregnant again. I feel like I've just been like massive baby fever of like, I just want a baby because I think I'm like freaking out that like maybe it really won't happen again. I don't know. It's just a mess.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's so hard. And it's so wild, like, because you and I were both out of it for so long of
I
this.
did a freaking episode on being one and done.
I know.
Was that
Well, I was
was
there.
that
I
season
remember.
2? I think she was like 6 months old, and I was like, I
Okay,
have
very fair time frame to be like, I don't want it anymore.
I was like, I have zero interest in having another kid. Okay, let's see. This is just like such new territory for us this year because the last 3 seasons we've always like been really I feel like we've always known the guests that are coming on. We've always had like some sort of pre-relationship. So season 4 is going to be so interesting. We have like a
Like
lot of
no, mostly no one, I feel
I
like.
don't think I know anybody, which will be like interesting. That'll be great. Like
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
it'll be
Or
fun.
it could be super bad. Chris is always like, do you guys like, talk to them first or anything, or do any kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like recon.
Yeah,
Like
like to make sure that someone's not a crazy person. Just like
right.
what come on, and they're like,
Which, yeah, we did learn our lesson one time this season. So we will be doing a little bit more vetting and we will totally be reaching out to you if you're a guest. Most of the time we do follow you guys like on
yeah,
Instagram. I feel like Instagram is how we connect.
oh for sure. No, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be really good. There's so many guests, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And I think we'd love comments and feedback. Like our episodes tend to be an hour just because that's like how long it really like takes to tell a very condensed story of your infertility. But I know like some people like to listen to way shorter episodes. Would it be like, yeah, I just would love feedback.
No, I'm super excited about obviously this next season. But just like to like kind of recap this season, we had so many great guests, so many cool different people I feel like that we got to talk with, and just like even people like in the field that I was excited about, like the embryologist, and just hearing so many different people's stories was so fun this year, I feel like.
Yeah, and like I know like 412 fertility, like the nurse inject like teaching people how to do like their injections at home. I think she was like the first episode we did for season 3 or one of them, but it's also been cool to like follow people's stories. I know this week,
Afterwards, yeah.
yeah, I reshared one of the episodes I really liked, and it was just about male factor and fertility and on Jessica, and she DM'd us and she's like, this is so weird to see that because it was like I think it was maybe 2 years ago. She's like, I have 2 kids now. Like,
That's insane.
yeah, she's like, and I went to her
That has
Instagram.
changed so much, which is so
Yeah.
cool.
I went to her Instagram and she had just had her second. And I'm just like, how
You know
wild.
what we should do? We should go like put on our Instagram or something of like if you were a former guest of us, like tell us your after
Yeah,
story, right? Like what's happening in your life. And then we could share like this is what happened during their like when they
I love
shared their
it.
former episode and like here's what's happening now.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
it could still be unfortunately, it could still be like the same,
Yeah.
but I feel like a lot of times, like you said, like she has two kids. Like
Yeah.
that's wild. And like
I
who
know.
would hear
I
that
was
side?
jealous. I was
Yeah.
like, "Ugh, how did that happen?" But no, I was super happy for her too. But yeah, I love that. I think we should totally do that because I always hear people, and I feel like we say it at the end of every season. I always hear people say, like, I can't wait to be on when I have my success story. But like, it honestly, like you and I struggle with that. Like we almost don't even like telling our story anymore because it is a success story and we feel like it doesn't hold as much power or weight. And so we always just say like tell your story where you're at. Like and we have to remember that too for us. Like I know I shared the reel about like Brooklyn and I this week and I was like people are going to hate it because they're going to see a kid and I think it was
Oh.
I think people were like oh this is very hopeful or at least it's hopeful for me like when I'm like okay, maybe this can happen again for
No,
me.
for sure, honestly. And I just remember as much as I like, and I won't lie, like as much as I hated those people when they got to post their little family photos,
Yeah.
I was like, one day that will be me. Like, and
Right.
I kept, it was like, honestly, it was like a reminder of like, okay, I'm gonna have that one day. Again, no idea when or what it's gonna look like, but it's gonna happen.
Right.
So
And I like,
post
yeah,
it. Obviously, it's your success. You've had your own for like long journey and like a lot of losses and all that, but like you're still allowed to like be happy and proud of like those little moments. So
yeah, yeah, I love it. It's just, I even love like the RPL mom came on completely anonymous. Like she doesn't want, like I think we had True IVF story on completely anonymous. So that's always an option too if you want to come on and like, this is like social media is your outlet, like for just like connecting with infertility friends, but you don't want like your mother-in-law to know that you're talking about it.
don't
There's
even have
all
to
these
post
different
your
ways.
name. Like we
Yeah.
never have to share anyone's like true identity. Like we can literally just do like I mean I both of us have just posted like going through endometriosis or whatever, like our little titles. So like you never have to actually put yourself out there if
Yeah.
you don't want to. Like you can talk about it, but like Kat said, you could be fully anonymous. So anyone and all is welcome on the
For
podcast.
4 months of recordings when we open them. But maybe we'll have another season.
Happier. We'll
Yeah.
wait.
Um,
No, but yeah, we'll open up for sure for May and June. Realistically, I think we're gonna need both of them.
yeah.
But
What else? Anything else? Just feedback. We'd love feedback. We'd love it if you would subscribe, rate the show, give us a review. It just like it's so nice to be able to like be pushed up in the I guess algorithm on Spotify. And then we've started to get these little like awards. Oh, we haven't talked about our trademark.
oh, yay! I know, huge, huge moment. So
Yeah.
excited. We are official.
If you've seen it, we haven't said anything because we were terrified. So it took us a year exactly. Took
Like
us
a
a year
year.
to do it. We went through, we had like 2 or 3 people take our stuff, take our name, take our idea, take our brand kit, everything. And it was super frustrating, but you know what? We didn't trademark. So it took us an entire year. I stalk the trademark, the USPT, whatever it is, like every single day, and it's still showing as like it's up for opposition, but I talked to them. And so the
Oh,
way that
yay.
yes, it's good. We're good. Nobody opposed us, but that's why we haven't talked about it. So we are officially have what the fertility trademark. So I'm so sorry that if you wanted to take that, you cannot. Um,
My
but
bad.
yeah, I know. The only place we've said it is if you go in our bio, you can see I put the little TM up there because we're so proud of it. We've worked so hard. We wouldn't have this without the community, all you guys, all the listeners. So anything that you can do to support the show in terms of just engagement, rating, leaving us a review, rating, we would really appreciate it.
For sure. And if there's like anything you want to see more of, and even of just like of us, I know we've like like very little like dabbled in merchandise and all of that. So like if there's something that you guys would like love of or like crew necks or I know we did hats before, but stickers for your water
Have-
bottles. I mean,
yeah, we have some
whatever,
stickers come.
off
Yeah.
season or like IVF transfers. I mean, like there's the list goes on. So like if that is something you guys would like want to actually even purchase, like let us know. Because
And
obviously
Amanda's gonna do all of that.
That's my jam. See, Kat and I have our strengths.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, that sounds miserable. No, we did. We have like some stickers being designed, and my sister-in-law has an Etsy, and I was like, you can sell them on your Etsy and you can keep the profit. I just want to give them to our members, but I don't want to deal with all of that. So like Amanda is the guru when it comes to merchandise.
No, but yeah, so like whatever you guys obviously are looking for, let us know. Send us a DM on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, we just want to best serve you guys, and I don't know, like there's so many things we have, like I feel like that we want to do. It's just finding the time for it. But
Oh,
so
I'm
many
going to
things.
tell you the idea.
All the
Yeah,
things, I mean, like
all
the
the
list,
things.
a long list.
Yes, this is the last one and we can wrap this up because I know we're just kind of all over the place. But what I do want to do and what we will do for season 4 is we will host, Amanda, I'm telling you we're doing this. We will host monthly, like an hour live Zoom or whatever every month. And then everybody can jump on and you guys can all talk to each other, ask everybody questions, just like a little community event where it's not really Amanda and I talking at all. We're just holding the space for this community to jump on and ask questions because our DMs are flooded with like questions about certain things that maybe Amanda didn't go through, maybe I didn't go through. And so just giving a space for everybody to jump on and talk to each other and make those connections. We're super excited. That will be something new that we will be doing next season.
I love it. And what I think we also want to do, just to add, to the craziness, is for sure once a month that, and then once a year actually hold something in person. Whether
Yes.
that be Charlotte, whether it be Charleston, it will be in one of our little hometowns. But is then actually doing an event together where everyone can meet in person, have coffee, chat, do all the things. So,
Yeah, I can't believe our little Mormon reel that went a little viral. That was at our
oh,
party. Was that launch for season 2?
wait, I think it was.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, that feels so long ago, but that was so fun. We invited all of our guests from season 1. Okay, we will do that again. So you might have to make a trip out to the coast or to Charlotte.
Yeah, he's so fun. I know we'll have to plan it. It'll be good. But yeah, so same things essentially. Kat's trying to get pregnant. I'm trying to get pregnant. So hopefully next season we're both knocked up.
Love it. I think that's a great way to end. Okay, bye everyone. See you next year.